Coming to the last part of the oral presentation and presentation aids, let us discuss more about the aids. Presentation aids help an audience more clearly understand a speaker's message in two ways. They help clarify and they help emphasize. Presentation aids can help the audience to understand complex ideas or processes and can also show which ideas are more important in the speech. For all these reasons, we need to use presentation aids. Let us discuss the different types of visual aids that we use in our oral presentations. Number 1, PowerPoint or equivalent. PowerPoint is probably the most commonly used form of visual aid. Used well, it can really help you in your presentation. But if you are unable to use it in the appropriate way, it can have the opposite effect. The general principles. We need to follow some do's and don'ts for our PowerPoint. Use a big font. Minimum it should be 20. Don't make it so small that people cannot read it clearly. Use animations when appropriate. But please don't overdo the animation because it gets distracting. Keep the background simple. Don't use a fussy background image. Make the things visual and don't make use of endless slides or bulleted lists that all look the same. Next comes overhead projector slides or transparencies. Overhead projector slides or transparencies are displayed on the overhead projector, OHP in short. It's a very useful tool found in most lecture and seminar rooms. The OHP projects and enlarges your slides onto a screen or wall without requiring the lights to be dimmed. You can produce your slides in 3 ways. Pre-prepared slides. This can be words or images, either handwritten, drawn or produced on a computer. Then spontaneously produced slides. This can be written as you speak to illustrate your points or to record comments from the audience. And third, a mixture of each. Try adding to pre-prepared slides while making your presentation to show movement, highlight change or signal detailed interrelationships. Make sure that the text of your slide is large enough to be read from the back of the room. Avoid giving your audience too much text or overly complicated diagrams. The same rules as we have seen in the PowerPoint. Then whiteboard or blackboard. White or blackboards can be very useful to help explain the sequence of ideas or routines, particularly in the sciences. Rather than expecting the audience to follow your spoken description of an experiment or process, write each stage on the board. However, once you have written something on the board, you will either have to leave it or rub it. Both can be distracting to your audience. Check to make sure your audience has taken down a reference before rubbing it off. Then comes paper handouts. Handouts are incredibly useful. Use a handout if your information is too detailed to fit on a slide or if you want your audience to have a full record of your findings. Given too early might prove a distraction, or given too late may have taken too many unnecessary notes. So you should give the handouts in the middle of your presentation so that your audience will inevitably read rather than listen. Then comes our flip chart. A flip chart is a large pad of paper on a stand. It is a very useful and flexible way of recording information during your presentation. You can even use pre-prepared sheets for key points. Remember to make your writing clear and readable and your diagrams as simple as possible. Video gives you a chance to show stimulating visual information. Use video to bring movement, pictures and sound in your presentation. Tell your audience what to look for. Avoid showing any more film than you need. Lastly, artifacts and props. Sometimes it's very useful to use artifacts or props when making a presentation. If you bring an artifact with you, make sure that the object can be seen and be prepared to pass it round a small group or move to different areas of a large room to help your audience view it in detail. Remember that this will take time and that when an audience is immersed in looking at an object, they will find it hard to listen to your talk. Conceal large props until you need them. They might distract your audience attention. So, I have discussed the different types of visual aids. That's all. Thank you.